Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I just wanted to, before I have the game of the day, but before I go into that, I just wanted to say, because the last 2 days I struggled a lot, what you can do, this is just a bit of a spiel of what you can do when you're struggling, is just change your game up. There's a few things, so you can either change your openings up, instead of playing you can actually start watching lessons, just doing puzzles, just have a couple of days off playing chess, but then spend that other time analysing a game, doing lessons, puzzles, or just changing your openings as well. So just remember too, and just what you can do if you're struggling mentally in a game, like if playing chess, inject logic. So know that eventually it's going to turn around. So, and the more you lose, the easier the opponents eventually come. So you got to bounce back, and even stronger. So yeah, just be patient and just turn it around that way. Just remember, just whatever pieces you're, what do you call it? You're losing a lot of. Just take your time. Take your time. Play openings that are solid, not sharp, because sharp's openings are very hard to play. So you try and play the safer options. So just, like your Italian games could be safe if you feel more comfortable with the Roy Lopez. But, the king pawn openings is probably the best as well. Or even, or actually, queen pawn openings are good for closed games. So you could even try that. So just try and mix it up. So, like earlier today, I was playing the King's Indian, which was pretty much working for me as well. But anyway, I was below 1200 for a period, but yeah, now I'm above 1200 again. So yeah, so we're bouncing back. Hopefully tomorrow I can get towards 1250 again, and then head towards the weekend and aim for that 1300 that I want so bad. Okay, so this is today's game. This is when I say the game of the day, this is like the highest percentage that I played, so it was the tidiest game I had. Okay, so not necessarily the best looking game, but I played most of my moves correctly. Okay, anyway, so it starts off with queen opening, so we changed it up, and our opponent plays like we played here, but this is actually, he's playing the Indian. If he goes like this and then the bishop goes like that, that's the King's Indian. So I was actually playing that as white. So you can play it as attack and you can play it as defense. Okay, so we're actually going into a King's Indian game 2, but we're in attack. But he decides not to defend and shadow the bishop. So we've freed up, because we've freed up the pawn here, we've given ourselves the long diagonal. So it sort of gives you an idea. So do not think about don't think about opening principles all the time, or like opening steps. Don't memorize all your steps and openings, but try and think, try and free up all your spot places. Okay, so we're trying to set up the center. Okay, so he's pushing the center, he's trying to control it back. We're just trying to do natural development moves and castling, and then we're fighting on the queen side. So this is another thing, this is what I've learnt recently as well. So this is very important. Wherever your pawns are pointing is generally where you want to attack. So that's where your pieces want to attack. So if we're pointing up this way, we've got more space, so we can go up this way. Unless we get an advantage here and break the center, we generally want to start attacking this way, and black will want to attack this way, okay, while holding us off the attack. Okay, so he's pressuring this square. We've also got it defended twice, and we're also, this is a good square because it can't attack anyway. So we're just building up the center, just trying to control as much as we can. It's always good to have the open A file, but it's a semi-open file because of the one pawn here. Okay. So he's attacking. So we've got to run away, retreat. Now he's attacking the knight. So we've got to attack that piece because we don't want it there, because it's putting a pin on the rook. And what I say about pins is we want to remove them because you can forget about them. So that's good. He removes it for us. So he just sacrificed. Okay, so we moved forward. Just trying to get more room. So there's a lot of room here now. So we want to try and control it. So he's castled. We're trying to push forward. If he attacks there, we get his knight, get his rook. But we're also defending here and defending here. And we're defended here. So all our pieces are defended, except for this piece. Because the bishop is blocking as well. And this one, our queen is not defended as well. Okay, so that's another thing too, is when you're going through a checklist of when you don't know what to do in a game, go through what's defended, what's not, and what your opponent's defended. And is there any threats? Do we control what parts of the board? Can we control better squares? So we can't really attack this one. So he takes. We take. Now we're attacking this square. Attacking this square. Our knight's pretty advanced now too, so we're starting to control some important squares. Just a little bit awkward for our opponent. As soon as you're able to get your knights into the game. So you can't really threaten anything at this stage. He is attacking this twice, but he can if he wants. Okay, so we're defending. So it's a trade. So it's actually an extra pawn up. So he forgets about the queen, and we take his piece. So that was a blunder on his part. And then he just decides to flare up and just sacrifice everything that he's got. And yeah, he's just given up. He's just given all his pieces up, and we just go for the quick checkmate, and that's it. So another thing too is with the mentality of our opponent, say if you start losing pieces or you get frustrated, try not to make things worse on yourself, because there's been plenty of games where I've turned my games around. So just try and take your time, play safe moves, just practice doing the correct moves. Okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.